Mom, I've been noticing some odd things around the house lately. I don't know if I'm mistaken or not, but I just wanted to check with you to make sure.
What is it? I'm busy playing mahjong at my friend's house, so don't you dare disturb me for too long.
Well, I'm a little concerned because some of my belongings have been mysteriously disappearing without a trace. It's not just a one-off thing, it's been happening repeatedly, and it's causing me a lot of problems. I don't want to say this, but I'm afraid that someone's been stealing from me.
Don't make me laugh. You're such a dirt poor girl that you can't even afford your own meal. What valuables could you possibly have that someone would want to take from you? Ridiculous.
Just because I'm not rich doesn't mean I don't have valuables. My phone, cash, earrings, and credit card are all valuable to me. They're worth a lot of money, and they're important to me because they're mine.
Why are you asking me about these things? Do I look like I'm the one who took your worthless junk? Why don't you check your own things before you start accusing me? Maybe you misplaced them somewhere.
Mom, I'm not a child anymore. I know how to take care of my things. I put them in a safe place, but they still disappeared. I don't know how else to explain it. There's no way these things could just vanish into thin air.
What do you mean you think one of us stole your valuables? You think your own mother, father, or sister would steal from you? What a ludicrous accusation. Everyone, look at our daughter accusing her own family of stealing from her. She's such a disgrace to this family and everyone around her. You know what? Back in my days, daughters who were disrespectful to their parents were forced to wear humiliating costumes and parade through the streets, or even kept in prison.
Well, I'm not just accusing you or anyone out of the blue without any evidence. I've learned my lesson from the last time you took my things without my permission. That's why I was smart enough this time to set up some hidden cameras to catch you red-handed, and everything went just as I thought.
You what? You installed hidden cameras to record us? What kind of daughter are you to do this to your own family? I should have listened to your dad and put you up for adoption when I had the chance. You're nothing but an insolent brat, and I'm ashamed to call you my daughter.
Call me whatever you want, but I have everything on tape, so don't try to deny it. You went through my things and took money from my wallet without my permission, while my sister Layla rummaged through my closet and stole my clothes, earrings, and other jewelry. And Dad, he's no better. He stole my credit card and tried to use it to buy booze. But I was one step ahead of him and blocked my card before he could even use any of my money.
How dare you do that to us behind our backs? What an ungrateful child. I can't believe I went through all the pain to give birth to you, just so you can bite back at me like this. We're family, for crying out loud. Does that word mean anything to you?
No, not at all. Family or not, I'm bringing you guys to the police. This has to stop.
The police? Are you out of your mind? This is no time for jokes. Look, how could we ask you if you weren't even home? We just borrowed stuff from you, so there's no need to get the police involved, right?
So you think it's okay to just take things from me without asking? You call that borrowing? Well, I call it stealing, and thieves are criminals.
How dare you call us thieves after everything we've done for you? We gave you life, we raised you, and we've sacrificed everything for you. This is how you repay us? By calling us thieves? I said we only borrowed your things, so what's the big deal? We're family, and that means everything you have is ours too. There's no difference between your money and our money, so we can spend it however we want.
What kind of logic is that? I've never heard of it. I just know that it's common courtesy to ask someone before borrowing their things.
Did you even read my text? I said you weren't home. So who were we supposed to ask for permission? Thin air?
Don't try to make excuses. You could have called me, texted me, or sent me an email. You had plenty of ways to get in touch with me, but you didn't. Even if you did borrow money from me, when do you plan to pay it back? Probably never.
Okay, fine, I admit it. Everything you said is true. We took your money and other belongings. So what are you gonna do about it? Just get over it. We're family. No need to make a fuss out of everything.
You took my belongings without my consent because you thought you could get away with it. You thought I was too weak to fight back. that I would just let you take advantage of me. But you were wrong. I'm not going to let you treat me like this anymore. I'm not going to let you take my things or belittle me. I'm going to stand up for myself, and I'm going to protect what belongs to me. So you can forget about getting your hands on my money or belongings ever again.
Have you taken the wrong medicine today, Amber? I don't even understand what you're babbling about.
You know what? I'm tired of being the only one who works around here. You and Layla are both perfectly capable of getting jobs, but you'd rather just mooch off me. I'm not your personal ATM, and I'm not going to keep supporting you forever.
What's with your holier-than-thou attitude? You're not doing anything special by fulfilling your obligations. That's what you're supposed to do.
Why is it my responsibility to work my ass off and provide financial aid for the whole family? What are you even doing all day? I know, you're just sitting around playing mahjong, and Layla has been unemployed since the day she graduated from college. Although Dad is working, he spends most of his money on alcohol and doesn't help much with the daily expenses.
What's wrong with me enjoying my free time? I'm not hurting anyone by playing mahjong. Do you seriously expect a woman my age to work? You must be kidding me. Just stop being dramatic and know your place in this household. A 30-year-old and unmarried woman like you is basically useless if you're not working.
You can forget about it. I'm not going to be your puppet and let you use me for your own purposes anymore. From now on, you're on your own. Forget about me financing every little expense in this household. Don't come crying to me when you can't afford to pay your bills or feed yourself. I'm not going to bail you out anymore.
So, now you're trying to throw your weight around? You think that just because you make a few bucks a month, you could start bossing everyone around? You're nothing but a glorified maid. And you'll never have the right to order anyone around. In your dreams. What you're making is basically pocket money. So don't make it seem like it's a big deal. Come back and brag to us when you make more.
Well, half a loaf is better than no bread. Why don't you go to work and make money on your own? See how much you can make. And need I remind you that everyone else in the family is living off the salary I earn every month? I pay for the food, water, and electricity bills, and every other expense in this household. For all these years, I've been sacrificing myself for this household. I even took on 2-3 jobs during my high school and college years to cover the expenses. I barely spent any money for my own needs. For that reason, I think I deserve some gratitude from you and the others.
Of course you have to take care of this family, since you're the one who's making money, not me or Lila. What a selfish and entitled daughter. You're so big-headed it makes me sick. If you make so much money, why don't you go out there and buy yourself a house, instead of living here with us like a burden? Look, if you're not gonna pay for everything anymore, then your business is done. I see no point in keeping you around. We're cutting ties with you, which means you're no longer welcome in this house anymore. So do whatever you want, and stay out of our sight.
Oh, you hit the nail on the head. That's what I was about to tell you. After all, it's a good thing for me to finally be free. I've been waiting for this moment for so long.
Yeah, free and homeless. You'll soon realize that you're nothing without us. You'll have nowhere to go and you'll rot on the streets. I'm thrilled just by picturing the sight of you begging for money and living like a beggar. When that actually happens, don't come back crying to me.
Well, thanks for your concerns. I'd rather be homeless than live with you or any other members of our family. I'm finally free to live my own life on my own terms. It feels like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders. I'm going to be living for myself, not for anyone else. One thing I'm concerned for you, though. Once I'm out of the picture, who's going to pay for everything in the house from now on?
Oh, no need for your meaningless worries. Lila already found herself a perfect job that helps her earn more than enough money to provide for each and everyone in the family.
She did? That's unexpected. For the last few years, she didn't seem like she was making much effort to enter the workforce. I'm surprised that she actually got a job. I'm really happy for her.
Of course my dear daughter could get a job in just a snap of a finger, if she really sets her mind to it. Oh, I'm sure that you're praying that when you're gone, we would all be living on the streets and starving to death. But unfortunately for you, we'll be doing even better without a burden like you lingering around. Oh, poor little Amber. She thinks she's the center of the universe, doesn't she? She thinks that everything revolves around her. But in the end, she's just a little brat who can't do anything right on her own. She needs her family to support her every step of the way. How pathetic.
I need family to support me? Please, I'm so tired of being treated like a doormat. I've been working my fingers to the bone to provide for everyone, and all I get in return is exploitation and abuse. Well, I'm not taking it anymore. I'm free, and I'm never going back, so don't come crawling to me for help. I'm not interested. Layla, I didn't know that you were working for the same company as me. Why didn't you tell me about it? Oh, Amber, isn't this my lovely sister from hell? Last time I checked, you were accusing me of stealing your earrings and some stupid clothes. Is that correct? You even had the nerve to set up some cameras to gather evidence and threaten to call the cops on your own family? What an act of utter pettiness. I'm so impressed by your ability to be so petty. It's truly an art form. Yeah, I see that someone was so scared of the prospect of getting arrested that they had to return what they stole from me before I left the house. Well, I thought I would just throw everything in the garbage, but why would I bother getting my hands dirty anyway? Those filthy clothes and cheap jewelry are beneath me now, and I'm sure they look like trash compared to mine. You know, with my new job title and pay rate, everyone will soon look up to me and wish they would become just like me. I heard you got the manager position after your first interview. What can I say? Congratulations, I guess. It still seems unreal to me, though. Not to speak ill of you or anything, but I've been working restlessly for the company for many years now, and I still haven't been able to reach your level. I wonder if I'm doing something wrong. Maybe I need to work harder. Of course I was hired. My CV is so impressive that the employer was practically begging me to join the company. I mean, who wouldn't want to work with someone as talented and accomplished as me? I'm sure you could work hard all your life, but you'll never be as good as me. Oh, okay. Happy for you. Even though it may seem like you haven't had much working experience, I'm glad that you got that position. And why do I need working experience to get a good job? I'm not like you, a mindless workhorse who toils all day and night but still struggles to make ends meet. I use my charm and intelligence to get what I want. You know what they say, work smart, not hard. You should learn how to use your brain more, my foolish sister. Yeah, I guess it's true what you just said. Listen up, Amber. I'm your superior now, and you're going to do as I say. No more of this little sister nonsense. I'm the one who's in charge, and you're going to respect that. If I tell you to do something, you do it. No questions asked. Is that clear? First things first, go home and apologize to me in person. Get on your knees and beg for my forgiveness. You better say it like you truly mean it. What? No way. I didn't do anything wrong. Why should I apologize to you? You're the one who did me wrong. You stole things from me. It doesn't make any sense for me to apologize to you. Now you're opposing me, huh? What did I just tell you? I'm your boss now, and you have to do as I say. If not, I'll kick you out of the company. You'll no longer get to work at the same company as mine anymore. You really don't have a clue how labor law works, do you? You can't just fire someone out of the blue without a decent reason to back it up. I see someone is getting too full of themselves just because they got a new job. But with great power comes great responsibility, you know. Now that I'm not there to provide for the family anymore, Mom is expecting you to take over that role. I hope you're up to the task. I know you've never had to take care of anyone before, but I guess this is a great chance for you to prove yourself, right? What are you even talking about? Provide for the family? Please, don't make me laugh. Why should I ever care about those old people? They're nothing but leeches. When I have enough money of my own, I'll soon be fleeing from them, finding a new place and living my own life. Or even better, I could just wait until they get a little older and take over their house. But don't think for a moment that I'll make the same mistake as you. I won't. They're the kind of parents who only take advantage of their own children. So I don't even bother to know if they're dead or alive. To be honest, I don't approve of our parents' recklessness and their way of parenting. But I know Mom would be really disappointed when she hears these words from you.
How is it like to slave away for your own sister at work? Is it good? I bet it is. I'm still expecting an apology from you, you know. If you behave well, I'll consider letting you move in and live with us again.
And you are... I don't think I know you.
What are you talking about? I'm your own mother, Chloe. Why are you saying that you don't know me? Don't tell me you're too dumb that you already forgot about me.
Mother? I don't have a mother. The last time I remember, you told me that you disowned me and that we didn't have anything to do with each other anymore. So why are you here now, trying to claim yourself as my mother? Just tell me, what do you want? Whatever it is, you're not going to get it from me. I don't need you and I don't want you. So go away and leave me alone.
So this is how you greet me after all these years? After I just wanted to check on you, and you treat me like this? I see that you're just as ungrateful as the day our family abandoned you.
And you're just as impolite and intrusive as always.
Anyways, I heard from Lila that you were having a hard time keeping up with all the tasks and workload she assigned to you, right? I can just imagine your dumb face following your sister around like a shadow, trying to copy everything she does. I bet you always think so highly of yourself for making some pathetic money. But now, you can finally see that you're not above anymore. Your sister, on the other hand, is the one who is truly competent.
I don't know how she got accepted to be the manager in the first place. She has no working skills or knowledge. She doesn't do anything at work. She just assigns all of her tasks to me and makes me do it for her.
Oh, how lovely to hear that you've become my daughter's little errand girl. It's so satisfying to see you working like a horse while she gets to take all the credit. But that's just how life always works, isn't it? Some people always get what they want, and others don't. I guess you're just one of the unlucky ones. Sure, if you'd like to grovel at our feet and beg for our mercy, we might consider letting you back into our lives. We'll all be one big happy family again, just like the old days. You can work and provide for the family, take care of the house and yard, and be at our beck and call 24/7. And of course, you'll get to spend all your time with your loving family, who will never let you forget how much they hate you. So what do you say? Sounds great, doesn't it?
What are you talking about? There's no way I'm going back to the old days. There's no way I'm going to let myself be used like a tool again.
Well, even if you want to go back and live with us, I won't allow it. I mean, look at your pitiful pay. It's not even enough to pay for our breakfast every day, let alone take care of the whole family. If you want to come back, you'll have to earn double what you do now, like your sister. She's such a talented manager, and now she's the sole provider for the family. Lila is such a sweet and dutiful daughter. I always knew that she would be of a big help to this family one day. Unlike you, who's been working her butt off for years, but still sticks with a low-paid job.
Are you done talking? Because I have other important things to tend to. Like I said before, you and I are no longer mother and daughter anymore. So you might as well disappear from my life and never let me hear from you again. I've had enough of your manipulation for all these years.
Amber, it's me, your mom. Where are you? There's something we need to discuss. This is urgent, so you have to reply.
You again? I thought I blocked your number.
Well, I just used a new phone number. But it doesn't matter because we're in serious trouble now.
What is it then? Just make it quick because I don't have much time.
I have terrible news. Your sister Lila was beaten up by a group of thugs. It seems that she was having an affair with the director of her company, and the director's wife found out. The next day, Lila was stopped by some men and attacked. I'm not sure, but I think the director's wife may have paid those men to take revenge on Lila. Now your sister not only lost her job but is also in coma. She's in the hospital for treatment. I reported the case to the police, but it seems like they haven't helped much. I tell you, your sister's injuries are really bad, and we don't know what to do. We don't even have enough money to pay for your sister's medical expenses.
So that's how she got the manager position. It was all thanks to her dirty little secret affair with the company's director. Turns out she was sleeping her way to the top all this time. She's a disgrace to the company and to all of us who worked hard for our positions.
What? How could you say that to your own little sister? She's your flesh and blood.
I don't care if she got fired. She deserves it for the way she treats me at the company. She's always been a bully, and she's finally gotten what she deserves.
Not only that, some people are here at our doorstep claiming that the house we're living is actually on sale. What is this all about? I can't believe this. They must be mistaking our house with someone else's.
Yeah, you heard that right. I'm planning to sell the house you're living in because I'm not even living there anymore. So why should I keep it anyway?
Who gives you the right to sell the house? It's my husband's house. You can't do it. You're just an outsider. The one who got casted away by the whole family.
Didn't he tell you? Dad wasn't paying the loans for the house. He uses all of the money he earns from his job on alcohol and gambling. He couldn't pay the mortgage by himself, so he rewrote the contract for the house a long time ago. The house is in my name, not his. So I can do whatever I want with it.
What? This isn't right. He should have paid off the loans for the house years ago.
Well, we could have done that, but he decided to use that money to gamble, which leaves him dealing with a big debt now. I believe that the amount he owes would be so big that he can't pay it off even if he works his entire life.
Now that I think about it, your dad was really nervous when he heard that I kicked you out of the house. But when I asked him why, he didn't say anything about it.
Yeah, I bet he must be too afraid to tell you the truth. He knew that you would be boiling mad and refusing to leave him alone if you ever found out that he was using all of his money for gambling and not for paying the debts. I'm so glad I put the house for sale. That place is nothing but a reminder of all the bad times we had together. I can't believe I ever thought I could live with you. You were always so controlling and manipulative. I'm so much better off without you now. Well, the house will soon belong to someone else, so you'd better start packing your bags and move out, or else you'll be sued for trespassing.
What? You can't do this to us! Amber, can you just let us live in the house? We really need it. We have nowhere else to go.
No, I won't. I said it. I'm selling it to someone else. So you can't stay there any longer.
Now that your sister's become jobless again and even hospitalized, we don't even have enough money to cover the basic necessities and pay the medical costs for your sister, let alone rent a house. Please reconsider your decision, Amber. We don't deserve this. Think about the good old days we had together. Think about how me and your dad have been sacrificing so much for you. I know deep down you're still a good daughter, so you must have some sympathy for us.
Why should I have any sympathy for you? You've been taking advantage of me for years, and I've never gotten a thank you. You looked down on my job and called my salary pathetic. You even kicked me out of the house and seemed satisfied when you heard I was being bullied at work by your daughter. I've warned you before, but you chose to ignore it. Now you're reaping what you've sown. I hope you enjoy the consequences of your own actions. After being forced to move out of their home, my parents found themselves stranded at a homeless shelter, where they were robbed and beaten. Unable to take care of themselves, they abandoned their daughter, Layla, in the hospital to avoid paying for her medical expenses. When Layla woke up from her coma, she was faced with a mountain of medical bills and was eventually sued by the collection agency for not being able to pay the debt. After severing ties with my parents, I embarked on a journey of self-discovery and professional growth. I worked tirelessly to advance my career and achieve my goals, and my efforts were ultimately rewarded with a promotion to manager and a significant pay raise. Having sold my old house, I plan to buy a beautiful apartment and finally have a place of my own. I'm excited to live for myself and create my own momentum in life. No matter what challenges I face in the future, I will keep my head held high and overcome them with resilience.